Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing about the Aurelia aurata, the histology, and the various types of nematocysts in Aurelia aurata. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about the general introduction, and today's lecture will be focused on the histology of Aurelia aurata and the types of nematocysts found in Aurelia. Myself, Dr. Balram Sai, Assistant Professor in Zoology, Government Dunga College, Bikaner. Histology of Aurelia aurata. Histologically, the general plan of the structure of Aurelia aurata resembles to that of the medusa of Odelia. However, its body consists of the following layers: ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoglea. All these layers will be discussed in detail in the upcoming slides. First, the ectoderm. This is the diagrammatic vertical section along the interradii of Aurelia aurata. The ectoderm epidermis covers the bell all around. It has the columnar epitheliomuscular cells, sensory cells, nerve cells which produce mucus. So this is the outermost layer, here you can see, and this is the ectoderm consisting of the columnar epitheliomuscular cells, sensory cells, nerve cells, and all these you can see. And the sensory cells constitute a sensory epithelium between the epithelial cells. In the epitheliomuscular cells, the epithelial part is much reduced, and on the subumbrella side it is entirely absent. The muscular part is converted into contractile striated muscle fibers. The manubrium and oral arms are also lined by epidermal cells. So this is the ectoderm part, then the thick mesoglea part you can see, and the innermost is the endoderm. You can see this is the endoderm. Then in the picture you can see the squarish mouth, gullet, subgenital pit. This is the subumbellar surface which is concave in shape, and this is the exumbellar surface which is convex in shape. Then the circular canal, hood, tentacular cyst which is a balancing organ, and the interradial canal in the picture is elaborated. The manubrium and oral arms are also lined by epidermal cells. Next is the endoderm. The endoderm, that is the gastrodermis, has columnar ciliated epithelial cells. They have no muscle processes. The endoderm lines the enteron except the gullet. The gastric filaments are covered with the endoderm and have a core of mesoglea. Gonads are also endodermal, and the cavities of the tentacular cyst and the marginal tentacles are lined by endodermal cells. The gland cells are present while nerve cells and muscle processes are not found. The nematocysts are confined only to gastric filaments. Then is the mesoglea. The mesoglea is large in quantity and it fills the bell between the ectoderm and the endoderm. If we go back to the previous slide, this is the mesoglea part which is large in quantity and it fills the bell between the ectoderm and endoderm. Now coming back to the mesoglea. The amoebocytes are derived probably from the ectoderm, and they wander freely and transport food and waste matter. The mesoglea contains amoebocytes and is traversed by numerous branching elastic fibers which makes the bell rigid. Such a mesoglea is collenchyma and it differs from the mesoglea of the hydrozoan medusae. Next is the nematocysts in Aurelia aurata. Nematocysts are the stinging cells and they occur all over the umbrella, tentacles, coral arms, gastric filaments, etc. Aurelia has three main types of nematocysts, which are as follows. This is the diagrammatic representation showing the types of nematocysts in Aurelia, that is the Atrichus isorhiza, Holotrichus isorhiza, and Microbasic urutile. First is the Atrichus isorhizas. This is the Atrichus isorhizas, and the silent features of this type of nematocyst are the capsule is long, the thread tube, this is the thread tube which opens at the tip, and the butt and spines are altogether absent. Another is Heterotrichus microbasic urutans. This is the Heterotrichus microbasic urutans. It has the following silent features. This is the capsule part, then the thread tube, this is the thread tube which is armed with spines and it opens at the tip. A short but with spines is present, and you can see the swelling in the butt region. Then is the Holotrichus isorhizas. This is the Holotrichus isorhizas, characterized by the following parts. This is the capsule, the butt region and the thread tube region are having the spiral row of small spines altogether present, and the thread like tubes open at the tip. That's all in today's lecture, and the upcoming lectures we will discuss more about the Aurelia. Thanks a lot.